Okay, when you are going to wash your hair, you want to shampoo your hair in two different sections. Shampoo your hair on the top and shampoo your hair on the bottom. Start with the top section first and then shampoo your hair on the bottom. You want to shampoo your hair 2 times. Your hair is probably more dirty than if you're washing your hair every day. You also want to make sure that you get your hair really wet. It's the water that's doing the cleaning, not the shampoo. And if you're using the Virtue products, remember, they are very concentrated. So you want to get lots and lots of water on your hands, get your hair soaking wet. Sometimes your hair can be wet on top, but it's not wet underneath. So make sure you kind of split it up, get lots of water underneath, and make sure your hair is super drenched, and then shampoo it. Now, how to put your hair in a ponytail. How to put your hair in a ponytail. So ponytails are super easy. You can do you can even do a ponytail that's just straight back. Depends on where your rows are. Everybody has it a little bit of a different placement depending on them. If you do see a little bit of where your row is, just be careful and just gently brush over it. Sometimes I'll just take my fingers to it and just like pull a little bit of the hair and make sure that it's covered. But most likely you will not see it. You can do a ponytail right here. And nobody wants rarely do you want to do a low ponytail. It's not bad, but everybody loves a really high ponytail. So see right here, you start to see a little bit of this bubbling. Just brush it out. Your ponytail will look better if you've brushed your hair thoroughly before you begin. If your hair has knots in it before you start, it's gonna have knots in it when it's going up, and it's gonna look that much more bubbly when you do it. So there you go. If I see any parts here, I'll just jig and adjust to make sure. Jig and adjust and kind of pull. Sometimes you can pull softly right around here to loosen it up, right around where, and then I'll just loosen it everywhere just to even it out, and spray a little bit of hairspray. How to sleep with your hair. Before you go to bed, brush your hair out like I showed you, and as you get up here, hold on to your rows. There's a couple different ways you can sleep. You can sleep with your hair in a top bun, like I was showing you before. I sort of twist it like this. I do like just a twisty, twisty, twisty bun. And then once it gets to the bottom, I sort of loop it through the middle there. And then I take my ponytail holder and twist it and then bring it over and let it land wherever it may land. And I go to sleep like that. Sometimes, depending on how much hair I have, this can get really heavy when I'm sleeping and it's not so comfortable. Like sometimes it's just pulling when I'm sleeping. Just depends how long of hair I have, how many rows I have. So that's when I choose to do the 2 braids. And then I would braid at the bottom for a little bit more like crimp and hold. The tighter that you go with it, the more you're gonna get of a style. So sometimes I'm in a hurry and this thing is just really loose. And basically I just take 2 sections and I twist them, and every time I come back to the front, I'll grab another small piece and add it to the one that's in the front. Twist it, now this one's in the front, and I grab another little piece. Twist it, grab a little piece. So you see my hand back here, okay, I'm gonna grab it with my thumb. And now I've got this. I'm gonna hold this with my thumb and my forefinger, and now my 3 fingers here are grabbing that, and then I push that down with my thumb and my forefinger, and now this one has become the front one, and I grab another little piece, and now these fingers grab it and push that one forward. So and then now this hand, I'm grabbing a little piece with my thumb and my forefinger and giving it over to these fingers. Once I get down to the bottom, I can either do a 3-strand braid or continue with a 2-strand braid. So I will just continue with a 2-strand braid because some people say it's better for not having it be too crimped, you know, like to have it look a little softer with the waves. So it's gonna come out really loose this way. Okay, so that's that. That's how you sleep at night. You could also just, if you really were in a hurry, just take this. You can just do a really soft braid, and that wouldn't make it crimped at all, and that would hold better. If you want to just do a 2-strand twist, you could just do a 2-strand twist here. The only thing is it's not going to hold really well, but it will keep your hair contained. One thing I have to say is with all of this hair, I have really long hair right now. I have 24-inch hair, and when I'm going to sleep with these braids, I still get kind of tangled up in all of this hair. So I might want to, I'm thinking about tonight, make little buns, little space buns out of these, tie it in a little knot, and then I might do that tonight. Then I wouldn't really, but you can see how the 2-strand is like coming out, which is fine. It keeps it contained. You could also do, if you have a bunch of ponytail holders, just do a couple ponytail holders like that.